First victim on the is Ed Dunlop, trainer of Red Cadeaux, running, of course, in the Dubai World Cup. Now, a lot of people interested to know and see obviously, the Dubai World Cup, the thought process as to why you've taken this route with your horse.
A lot of people think we've lost our marbles, but maybe we have. But he loves the surface. He's run on polytrack in England and been pretty successful on it, albeit at a lower level. And he trains very well on it, and he's arrived here and looks like he loves the Tapeta. Obviously, we'll wait and see in the race. If I was to be brutally honest, with his rating, I didn't think we had a hope in whatever the expression is of beating Gentle Donna and a couple of others in the Shima Classic. We chose not to go for the staying race, and that was the owner's decision. And Ronnie Arcouli is a great sportsman, a fantastic owner, and he said, let's have a go at the big race.
But in your horses, obviously, loves the globe trotting as well. Great run in Hong Kong last year, and then obviously Melbourne Cup. So this is a sort of a real dream horse to have, as you say, a sporting horse.
Oh, dream horse. You know, he's 7. He's obviously coming to the end of his career, probably on an international basis. But you know, I've never had a run in the World Cup. Ronnie's never had a run in the World Cup, and you know, the horse is in very good form. Whether he's got the tactical speed, if they go very slowly and sprint, it might hold against him. But it also, a strange thing to say, it will tell us whether we ever run again at a 1.25 miles. I know it's probably not on the right surface to try it, but you know, he is nominated for Hong Kong and he's nominated for Singapore, but equally on the other end of the scale, he's nominated for a race in Japan over 2 miles.
So, obviously, you're talking about the tactical speed. Can you try and ensure, or how would you try and ensure that you can maximise his potential in the race?
No, Gerard Mosse has ridden all around the world, won many Group 1s. I've seen him already, and both of us decided that what will happen, what will be, will be. He's not a horse to bully. He won't like being bullied. So, you know, if he jumps well, he'll sit close. If he jumps slowly, he will obviously be where he is, and he'll finish. He will stay. You need to stay on the Tapeta, and he will stay. It's a question of whether we lose the race through the middle for not having enough tactical speed.
But you feel you got the horse and given everything that in as good as condition as you would want him to be in? I
was talking to Michael de Zongle, and, you know, obviously Red Cadeaux and Dunedin have run against each other on a few occasions, and Dunedin normally beats us. But our 2 horses are particularly good in the autumn, with Australia, Hong Kong, or whatever. So we're asking old horses to do something different at a different time of year. So whether they're in as good form or not, we'll obviously find out. But he looks very well. He loves travelling. He's an old horse that enjoys being pampered, looked after, and you know, doing everything easy. So no, we'll see.
But on a personal, you've been very successful with these kind of horses, the globe-trotting horse. Is there some technique you bring to the table, or is it just you've got just the right horse that seems to relish it?
Yes, of course we've had the right horses, and that's stating the obvious. We've won many big races around the world, and we've been very fortunate. My staff are hugely important. Robin Trevor Jones, who has worked for me for many years, was awarded an award for the stable lads in the UK the other day, which was richly deserved. He's hugely important to the whole welfare of all the horses when they travel. So, you know, we have various things we do, and we try and keep a few of those to ourselves, but, you know, we've been lucky.
Okay. Questions?
Since Hong Kong, the great win over there, you took him back home. What have you done with him? You've done a lot?
He had a month off. We always decided we would try and bring him here. He had a month off, but as you know, the weather hasn't been particularly kind to us. We had, you know, he looks well. He had a stable with heat lamps in it, and kindly Newmarket allowed us to work him on the grass, and you know, he hasn't missed any days. And we nearly ran him in England, but we then got a late invite to the World Cup, so we actually brought him out a little bit earlier because he, like a lot of them, I believe, he didn't eat particularly well when he arrived here and lost quite a lot of weight, but he's put all that back on now. So no, he looks well, he's fit. Whether he's good enough is another matter.
There's speaking to a few of the trainers beforehand, they say that there might be a bit of early pace among the stalls closest to the rail, so they might all shoot off. I mean, is that your expectancy? Is that how you see the race potentially?
I have no idea, to be honest. We've seen so many races here on both surfaces. There's no pace, and you know, potentially it's going to happen again. But often in races, we all know, when every jockey says there's no pace, they tend to go faster than they should do. So I'm hoping that'll happen.
Gerald, what you have a lot of faith in him and his ability, I believe. I mean, what does he bring to the table and the horse? Would you say?
Experience. You know, he's won Group 1s everywhere in the world. He won Melbourne Cup. You know, he's obviously been in Hong Kong for many years. He was, if anyone watches his ride in Hong Kong and on Red Cadeaux, it was fantastic. You know, probably won us the race. No, he's very experienced, and you know, he's an international Group 1 winning jockey who we leave it to do it. You know, I can't tell him exactly what to do because we don't know what will happen in the race, and I'm sure there are many jockeys in the same position. Godolphin have obviously got a lot of runners, and I think it'll depend a lot on what they do.
Would cash be a primary incentive for this? I mean, obviously
Money?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
No, I mean, you could have gone for the Gold Cup.
We could have, yes, we could have run in the Gold Cup, but it was not as prestigious. This horse has won £2 million in prize money, which is not bad for a 7-year-old gelding who was rated 72 in England when he first started. And I know it's vulgar, but you know, we're here for the money. And if we get some, we're delighted. We will be trying to get as much as we can.